Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to give you an update on my Model X Plaid. I've been driving this as a daily driver for about 3 months, and there are some things I love about this Model X Plaid and some things that I don't. First of all, I love the exterior look. I think this is a beautiful, beautiful looking SUV slash station wagon slash hatchback, however you want to define it. Now, you may argue that, well, this looks like the last generation. Yeah, there are just a few subtle differences. The front bumper has been changed. Specifically, the lower half has changed, so it's a little bit sleeker. The wheels, these 22-inch wheels, right, they are of a different design. And you can see the window surround, the door handles are all in black rather than chrome. So there are a few subtle differences on the outside. This is what it looks like on the back. So the trim in the middle is now black. Other than that, it's pretty much it. The taillights kind of smoked, but overall, this is just a good looking SUV. You could see these hips I'm talking about, right? Very wide. Love it. Now, number two, what do I like? Well, I like these automatic doors. They're convenient. I've gotten used to them. This is the only Tesla model that has automatic doors. Oh, I love this way better than the Model Y and Model 3 where you kind of have to push in and pull out. This just makes sense, and this has the soft close option. You can see like that. That's just really cool. And something I like is once you get in, right, all you have to do is step on the brake pedal and then the door automatic closes. Makes you feel like you're in a luxury car, unlike any other Tesla out there. Something else I really enjoy, and this is kind of like a show-off thing, but because this Model X does have automatic doors, if a passenger or your spouse is about to arrive, right, you could hit that button and voila, the door opens. And of course, you can automatically close it as well. And it's the same thing for the Falcon doors, of course, in the back. And if you want to close everything, close all. And of course, even with everything open, you can close it automatically through your app or inside the car. Now, other things I like about this Model X, I do like the Falcon doors, even though I'm going to nitpick on this in a little bit under my bad section. But overall, I do like it. Nice big opening. The kids can get in and out very easily, even though they're making a mess already. But the third row is also convenient. So because of the captain chairs, you get in and out very easily. And there is a little bit more cargo room in the back too, especially with the third row folded down. But overall, I'm a fan of the big opening. Very easy for kids to get in, adults to get in. Something else I love about this Model X versus the Model S I had before is the sit-in height, the step-in height. It's a foot higher off the ground. So for me, when I get in, it's very convenient. And plus, you know, the roof is much higher. I don't have to duck down. That is something that irritated the hell out of me with the Model S. Something else that's different about this Model X Plaid that I like is this trim. You could see this is actual carbon fiber, and it matches the black interior very well. I had a black interior on the Model S, and the trim was not carbon fiber. It was more like wood, like a darker wood color, and it just didn't look as good. So carbon fiber inside this cabin definitely looks much, much better. So that is also something I like a lot about the Model X versus, say, a Model S. Very different. Those are some of the things I like about this Model X Plaid. If you want a full review, make sure you click above right now to check out my full review, or you can wait until the end of this video. But next, let me tell you about some of the things I don't like about this Model X Plaid. All right, let's start with the outside. You might be thinking, whoa, no, didn't you like the outside? Yes, but unfortunately, some of the body gaps and quality control on the outside still has not been solved, even with a car like this that costs $150,000. So some of the body gaps up here, you could see with the hood, like this is a pretty big gap compared to this side. So you can see this is more reasonable, although you can see over here There's a little bit bigger gap over there versus here, right? But if you look on this side, it's pretty darn big. And then plus, this is kind of weird looking. It's much, you know, closer here than here. This gap is just absolutely huge. So there are still a few places with panel gap misalignment, you know, stuff like that. Over here you can see the door, the gap over here is a little bit wide versus the other side. Not too bad, but I know this trim is already starting to come down a little bit. I remember upon delivery it was already like this. I just haven't been able to take this off and put it on properly, but yeah, that came off from the factory. As for the rest of the car, looking at the door gaps on this side is pretty darn good. So just a few places that could be better, but again, on a $150,000 car, you would figure that should not be a problem in the first place. Okay, here's the biggest complaint I get from my passengers. I hate hearing about it, and only passengers complain about this. So you could see this firewall over here is really sticking out way more than a normal car. And you're not going to notice this. Only your passengers will. So if you sit inside as a passenger, it doesn't go all the way down. So a lot of passengers will get into my car, especially my wife, will say, oh, you know, I can't put my foot more down. So this is a problem that no one will tell you about. Now, the second thing I don't like, and I don't know why this is an issue with the Model X, is the voice control and the glove box. So take a listen. Open glove box. The command is not available yet. Why? It works in my Model S. My Model S Plaid, that was one of the features the salesperson, actually, when I took delivery of the car, he's like, okay, try that out. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And somehow it doesn't work for the Model X Plaid. I don't know why. The voice recognition is pretty good. Open glove box. Another thing I don't like about the inside are these visors. Now, I know Tesla made a big deal about this big windshield that goes all the way up, right? And it does feel cool when you get inside. It feels like you have unlimited vision, like you're in a spaceship, and that's all good. And starting from here on, it kind of tints. But the problem is, so many times I had sun up there, right? It's shining in, and this tint is not doing a whole lot. And this visor thing, you know, just, it's really awkward. It does snap here, and you can open it a little bit, but the visor is covering up to this point. It doesn't really get up here. So a lot of times what I have to do is this. Like, I had to place the visor at a weird angle. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. Like it's like this or like this, and that's the only way I can block the sun, right? So I mean, yes, this is cool, and maybe 50% of the time it's not an issue when there's no sun in front of you, but when there's sun up here or here or here, right, you have to do this, and it just gets really awkward. But I guess the good thing is this visor is made so that it's pretty stable, so once you select a spot like this, it doesn't really move around, it just stays there. But still, you can see how awkward this looks. Now, the last point are the Falcon doors. And this could be a nitpick, but they're slow. They're slow. So, you know, unlike a normal car, you get in and out real quick, right? With the Falcon doors, you always have to wait. So kids getting in and out, or adults that want to get in and out very quickly cannot. You always have to wait, right? And of course, while it's opening, you can't get in the way. Otherwise, it'll stop halfway and it'll just, you know, get jammed in the middle, I guess. So that's something else you have to worry about. Now, inside my garage, it actually still works. It doesn't hit the top. I know a lot of people are very scared of opening it in the garage, but it does go up, and if it detects something's above, it'll kind of open halfway, which is great for kids, but not so great for adults. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, feedback, make sure you leave them in the comments below. Stay till the end if you want to watch the full review video of this Model X Plaid. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.